Good morning. Just getting set up here. Oof, hot. That's good hot tub. Alright. I missed a day yesterday. Had a little bit of a distraction. If you've looked at my currently live story, there was found a puppy out on the street. So that kind of offset my whole day helping her out. So taking the dog for his WALK, and there was a guy having a hard time figuring out what to do with this puppy that approached him. Because he had to go to work, and shelters weren't open for another couple hours. It was pretty early in the morning, like I normally get up at, and so. And then he had a dog in his house, so he couldn't like throw her in his house and put her in the bathroom or something to let her hang out for the day. And because his dog, I guess, doesn't like other dogs, so couldn't bring her in the house. And yeah, so he was kind of flummoxed as to what to do with this puppy, and I was like, well, throw her in my yard, and I will figure out where to take her, and see if we can't figure out what's going on with her. And so brought her home. We hung out for a few hours. She ate a lot of my dog's food, and my dog wasn't entirely sure what to do with her, because what's this other dog doing in my house, right? My human, paying attention to her. He wasn't too thrilled with that, and then he did try and play with her a bit, and she's really, really young, and he's a lot older, and she's kind of in the gangly phase of puppiness. And so I posted her up around on the local Lost Pets Facebook groups, and took her over to a nearby shelter. Hopefully, the owners will find her. If not, I'm sure she'll find somebody real quick. She's very, a cute puppy, and so I'm sure. And the breed, I think, is pretty highly. People are looking for that kind of dog. But hopefully, she'll find her. Whoever lost her. It doesn't seem like she'd been gone very long. However, whoever it was that lost that dog, because she wasn't like starving. She wasn't super thin or starving or whatever. She was fine. She just probably got out and went exploring, as they do, and probably got out there. So kind of threw off my whole day yesterday, checking her, helping her out. She had her at the shelter by I think around 10 a.m. But well, that was a fun little adventure with the little puppy. Looked like she's it's called Malinois, Belgian Malinois puppy. They're similar to German Shepherds. Young lady did stop by my house because I posted the address on the Lost Pets, on the Lost Pet website things, and looking for her, but She said German Shepherd. I was like, oh, I want a German Shepherd, but hopefully it was her. Maybe she just didn't know. You know, people don't always know what they have. But actually, I forgot to put this in here. What am I doing here, right? Paste, post, pin comment, turn off request to go live. There we go. But yeah, so that was my little fun adventure yesterday with this little puppy. Yeah. So, anyone else have any good little mini adventures out there? Rescuing other animals or something? Because that was mine. So what's your excuse, right? Whoa, whoa, whoa. That will face a little short. There we go. Good morning, everybody popping in here. How are we doing? Let's get some version on this fellow here. See what's on the next page, huh? Keep my eye over there once in a while. Make sure nobody's wandering in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Everybody catch my little adventure yesterday with a lost puppy? That was definitely interesting. So my dog wasn't too thrilled about it initially. I think he was going to be okay with her if she did stick around, but that wasn't going to happen. Good morning. Good morning, people popping in. How are we doing? Good morning. How are we doing? Yeah, as usual, do let me know if there's any comments or questions. Don't mind talking while working, but people kind of float in and out, and so makes it a bit of a challenge to hold a conversation. Alright, this is page 115. Let's see what I can add with the good old Hunt 102. There's places worth accenting or detailing on a second pass. Good morning, everybody popping in. Good morning, people popping in. Just finishing off this page here. Well, this page in the book, not on the sketchbook. I got more to do over there. But just coming on for about an hour. So I've been on for 25-ish minutes. Alright, let's see what's on the next page. Let's see, let's flip that over. Oh, we got a really long creature. Look at that. Really long. So I think in terms of strategy, that's interesting. So I don't really have any spots for it to fill up that whole thing on there, but she does have these looser sketches, so I think I'll start with those on both pages. And do the bigger ones on the next page if we get time for that. So she's got these smaller ones over here. So that's the next page here. But I think we're going to do the quick little sketches here that she's got on the side, just because they'll fit better with what I already have. Probably save the big ones for tomorrow. It's funny, she says she's based these really long creatures somewhat on the structure of the rhinoceroses. My poor sleepy dog. It was raining out there this morning, so we didn't get our WALK as usual, which is always upsetting, understandably so. Alright, there's a handful. It's still too far over there. There we go. Got one here. Oh, good morning. Yeah, it's fun, you know. So I did miss yesterday due to a puppy incident. So finding a dog out on the street. It kind of threw off my whole day. I was out, you know, walking my dog, and we didn't get a walk this morning because it's raining. But I was out doing the WALK with my dog, and there was this guy struggling to figure out what to do with the puppy that had approached him out on the street. he had to go to work. He has a dog in his house, and the shelters didn't open for an hour or two, so he wasn't quite sure what to do about the situation, other than trying to get the dog out from under his car and then maybe figure it out. But so I had him. So I was a few blocks away from my house. I said, "Go drive over to where I live, and then toss her in the yard." So that should be down there. So I hung out with her for a few hours before, I put her up on some local lost pet what's it called, Facebook pages, and then took her down to the shelter after a couple hours. So hopefully she will find her person, or find a new person. Seemed like a good pup. My dog wasn't too excited about the situation, though, initially. He's like, why is there another dog coming into my house? Eating all my food and my water and hanging out on top of my person, Oh, that explains why I was looking at two drawings at the same time. Let me squeeze. But I guess we'll put the smaller one up here. But it was, it was kind of fun. Hanging out with a little puppy. Even though, well, she was pretty large puppy, but she's probably about a third of the size that she's going to be. It's a Belgian Milanese, and they get big. They're kind of like a German Shepherd. And but that was a lot of fun, It's not every day you run into a little stray pup like that. She seemed like she was well taken care of. I mean, she was clean. She didn't look like she was hungry. I mean, she ate a lot, but that's not the same thing as being, starving out on the street or whatever. Yeah, but that was an interesting way to spend the day. But it did throw off my whole schedule, so didn't even really get started on anything until the kind of later in the afternoon. So I dropped her off around 10 and was thinking about what to do, and then had lunch, and then a short nap, and then I think finally I got into some stuff in the afternoon. Working on my teaching website, kind of revamping all the front page stuff, based off of things I've learned over the last couple of years of it not paying any attention to it. And had a lot of time to think about what it is that I do that's unique and distinct that I can offer people. How are we doing for time? 36 after, 38 after, or 38 minutes in. I'm trying to I think I'm deciding I'm going to keep these morning study sessions to about an hour. But hopefully be back on in the evening for a few actual working hours. Been trying to decide because I've got, let's see, on page 117 there's 159, so 22 pages left, so about 3 weeks worth of stuff left, I guess. Yeah, but it was, it was fun hanging out with her, and though it did, she wasn't exactly potty trained, so and she's a puppy, so there was some incidents, 3 of them, around the house. Yeah, not really her fault, but. Yeah, my dog was a little bit confused by it. It's just like, you're supposed to do that in the house, you don't, it's not appropriate for a good house dog. And this is my cave, and I like to keep it clean. Right, Bosch? Let's scoot this over a little bit. There we go. Get my hand rest over here. Good morning. Is there some kind of leg study over here that I didn't put in? Don't want to miss anybody. try this one's down there. That one is that one up there. Put these ones out of order. Sort of. There's the second one, the first one's down there. Good morning, people popping in. She gave them kind of whale tails. And these are their tails anyway. They're very whale-like. Yeah, it took 3 sessions to fill up this page. the Hunt 102. Oh, look, a little spammer over on the Twitch side. I love those guys. Some bot. Oh. I need like a thicker something down there to block the pens from falling over. I just do a little stroke exploration. Do you feel like this calligraphy brush would be really great for vehicle stuff, because the way you can draw kind of sideways and get a long, relatively straight line. Along with kind of the blocky shapes would be really nice. But yeah, you kind of get these fine little strokes like that just by going sideways. So yeah, it's not what it was designed for per se, but I like using it for that purpose. I think it has a nice effect. Yeah, it's straight but organic lines. I think I like that effect. Alright, let's see. I might just touch this up and call it a morning. Anything I can help anybody with this morning? Good morning. Finishing up in a few minutes here. Trying to keep the time limit in. Thinking about starting the next one, but I think those will save for tomorrow. And this will let me maybe play with the nibs and brushes and things a little bit. It's just fun too, right? Okay, I missed the crest on this one. Don't want to forget that, right? Don't want to forget nothing if I can. This one has the implied crest too. Good morning, everybody. Finishing up here, probably about now actually, probably getting pretty close to being where I want to be. This is page 115 to 116. Or sorry, 116 to 117. What is today? Today is the 11th, huh? Already. So moving right along, right? All right, well, I want to thank everybody that came in. Appreciate it, and we'll talk to you next time.